I'm RT and welcome back to RTsWorld. So today I present you the first kickoff video of a new series, and the new series is called Quick Takes. And the first video will be about this 3-to-win machine in the background. So what is Quick Take exactly? Quick Take will be a video series. I will, like, every now and then add a video to this playlist where we build medium difficulty, like in terms of building them by yourself, medium difficulty casinos very quickly. It's very similar to my approach where I just build 3 casinos very fast. I think it's called 3 super simple casinos in like 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatsoever. I have different times there, but it will add to this like thought. So it will be a casino built very fast. Everyone can build it. You don't have to be a skilled redstone professional in Minecraft. You cannot make, and yeah, I would not say you cannot make any mistakes, but the probability of making mistakes is of course lowered drastically, since yeah, this one here is much simpler to build compared to my most complex versions of casinos. And it will also not be that long video, since I want to try out if I release less than 40 minutes videos, if they do better or worse. Let's test it out. Let's check it out. And if you like the series, I would be very glad if you consider liking and subscribing. And also, if you really love my videos, make sure to be a Patreon supporter. The link there is in the video description. So thanks to all my Patreons on this point. So, but let's first of all thank the suggester of this video, and it is PChillsVR, and he basically asked, can you do another 3-in-1 casino video, I guess. And yeah, this is the outcome. I tried to do 3 casinos in one video once more. I did like 3 or 4 times already, but I wanted to make something more complex and more interesting, especially since a lot of you asked me to build or to show a mechanism where you can design or basically determine the input, like in terms of how many items, and also the output in how many items. And this machine does all that for you. It can vary from 1 diamond output to 4 diamond output to 18 diamond output. And it will accept only a start if you put in 6 diamonds. And of course you can customize those numbers 100%. So it doesn't need to be like the same numbers I'm showing here in this video. But first things first, this video will be structured into 2 parts. The first one is the explanatory part, and the second one is the block by block tutorial. And I want to start off with an explanation of how all the circuits interact with, and I think the best way to do it is by just putting in diamonds. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 diamonds to start this machine. And I already told you it's, yeah, now we get 2. So basically we should now win 4 diamonds. We should be at 58 now. Perfect. And this machine is super safe. You cannot trick it. You cannot mess with it. So for example, you can put in multiple diamonds at once. So I will just show you what happens if we put 5 in there at once, like this, just 5 diamonds. Of course, nothing will happen. If I put in the 6th one, the machine will count it correctly and only then start. So it's only 1, and I will get only 1 diamond. And I set this machine to give you 1 diamond if you can light 1 lamp, give you 4 diamonds if you can light 2 of those lamps, and if you can light all the 3 lamps, it will give you 18 diamonds. And I call this machine, yeah, very creative, the 3-to-win. And yeah, I think I like the name quite a lot. It's like very similar to 3-to-win, but it's like 3-to-win. So yeah, best marketing props going out to RTsWorld now. So what we can do here also is customization. So as you can see here, we can put in 6 diamonds to start the machine. That's why there are 6 items in this dropper. Of course, you can customize that. And we can output a different number of items. That's just depending on how many items are in this item hopper, but I will come to that at a later point of this video. And first of all, I want to start with the input. So we have here our basic input where we just put in our 6 diamonds. There are some secretly named items in there. If we insert here, for example, 2 diamonds, they will get transferred and we get just 2 pulses, as you saw here, that move 2 items from here to the right. If I insert 2 more diamonds, 1, 2, we get another 2 pulses and we moved another 2 items. So if I put in 1 more diamond, we get the second to last item in there. And if I do 1 more, this signal strength subtraction here with the comparator will override and create a signal strength of 1 here, powering this, depowering the torch, powering this torch, resetting with this observer clock all the wooden axes back into its original dropper, powering those 3 dropper hopper randomization modules here on the top, which are 3 in total since we have 3 lamps. And we have here a 50-50 chance of winning. So 50% wooden X, 50% lime wool. Non-stackable, stackable. Stackable item will produce 1 signal strength, the non-stackable one 3, so yeah, more than 1 basically. And that's why we depower those torches if we are lucky enough to get the wooden axes. Of course, all those droppers are configured the same. And they are each set to 50% therefore. And yeah, we also power this yellow circuit here by just closing our input. That's basically to prevent us from inserting more diamonds. As we insert the last diamond, we can see very well, yeah, we won nothing this time. We were very unlucky. We got, of course, 0 diamonds this time. So what I want to say now is that at some point we basically power this redstone here, and we also, in addition, of course, if we are lucky enough, power one of those 3 pistons here on the back, on the bottom. And if we are more lucky, we can power more of them. So best case scenario is we power all 3 of them, adding, since there is 1 water level in there, we add exactly 1 signal strength per cauldron, and we can end up with 1, 2, 3 signal strength. The first signal strength will give us 1 item, 1 diamond. The second one, like in a total 4 diamonds. And if we light all 3, so basically if all those droppers on the top get the right odds, basically the wooden X, we can get 18 diamonds, which is the best price available with this machine. And now I will show you very quickly on how this mechanism here on the first part works. So why does this redstone only light if there are exactly 6 items in there? I can show you that. I just simulated here 6 items, which is this dropper here, and we get a signal strength of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Signal strength of 10 is basically present in this dropper if we have all the items in there. And in this hopper here, we subtract that, we have 3 stacks of items, which is also the case in here. And we get a signal strength of 9, which is 1 less than 10, obviously. So as soon as we put in, like if the 5th item will be just signal strength 8. But as soon as we put in the last X into the dropper by inserting the last of the 6 diamonds, we override the signal strength of 9 with the signal strength of 10, and therefore creating here a signal strength of 1, depowering this torch. That's how the first mechanism works. And I will show you that very quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So as soon as the last item arrives here, we override it. And then, yeah, basically now we got, I think, like 4 diamonds. So we should have 45 now. Perfect. And what I want to show you right here is that as soon, where do I have the water bottle? That's not right, that's correct. As soon as we like put a cauldron right here, a non-filled one, nothing will happen. But as soon as I put in here water, as you can see, signal strength 1. Second cauldron, signal strength 2. 3 more diamonds. So we basically get 1 diamond with signal strength 1, 3 more diamonds with signal strength 2, and we get 14 more diamonds to end up with 18 in total if we add in the last cauldron. As we can see here, that will give us a lot more diamonds. It will give you 14 in total, bringing up to 18 for the whole signal strength basically. So, and I want to show you how I did that. So that's the 3 mechanisms separated. As you can see, that's a dark green circuit in here, but it's very crowded. But it's just an uncrowded version of what's going on there. So the first signal strength will give us 1 item. The second signal strength will give us 3 items, getting a total of 4 items. And the last one, let's clear all the green wool. The last one will give us just 14 of those green wool blocks. And that's why we get to a total, let's do it, to a total of 18 diamonds if we win. If we win all with all 3 slots. And we just accomplished that by putting in 11 green wool into this hopper here. And yeah, basically this machine can be adjusted. You can of course increase the pulse length there and to get here more items or here more items. So you can vary the output depending on how much items are in there and how long the pulses are. And of course you can vary the input, since if I only like put, for example, 4 items or 3 in there, visualize that here very nicely. So if I want to have the machine trigger at 3 diamonds input and not at 6, we can, for example, have 2 X's in here and 1 stack and 16 items in the hopper. and we have now signal strength of 4, so they cancel out. But as soon as we set in the third item here, we override again with signal strength 5, powering again this redstone and starting the machine. So that's how you can customize that 100%. And yeah, that's basically everything explained. Now we'll get to the economic part of this video, where I want to show you how the profits are and how much they are exactly. So as you're a casino owner, you're also interested in profits, of course. So players will get here, they will get curious, they will play. How much do you earn with this machine? And of course you can build it in multiplayer, single player, server, whatsoever. Should work across any version of Minecraft. And basically, as we saw here, we have 3 dropper-hopper combinations, which are randomization mechanisms that run on a 50-50% chance. So we have 50% chance to light 1 lamp, 25% chance to light 2 lamps, and 12.5% to light all 3 lamps in one game. That's why I wrote down the odds here. 50% of the time we get 1 diamond, 25% of the time we get 4 diamonds, and 12.5% of the time we get 18 diamonds. Now we just divide the number of diamonds by the number of percentage points. In this time it's 2, here is it 4, since it's 1/4, here it's 1/8, so we divide it by 8. So 1 divided by 2 is 0.5. So we get on average 0.5 diamonds per game, since we have a 50-50% chance. 25% of the time we get 4 diamonds, so 4 divided by 4 is 1. So that's why we get 1 diamond on average with the 25% chance. The 12.5% chance gives us 18 diamonds. 18 divided by 8 is 2.25 diamonds. And that's why we end up with an average diamonds lost per game of 3.75. And since the player has to insert 6 diamonds, we end up with a profit of 2.25 diamonds per game. That's how you can calculate how profitable a game is. And of course you will lose at some point a little bit more, you will win a little bit more at some point, but on average you will end up with 2.25 diamonds profit per game, which is pretty nice, I think. And yeah, with that explained, I think we are already done. That's how the machine works. And yeah, of course I forgot to mention those glass blocks are just to prevent the cauldrons from filling up from the rain. That's very important, since if they have water level 2, they also have an output of 2. That means it will mess with the whole contraption. Make sure to put the glass in. And yeah, with that said, yeah, we will go to the block by block tutorial now. So welcome to the block by block tutorial, and as always I pre-built a platform with some stuff already signed and built. So first of all, the platform is 11 by 6, whereas 6 is this block, so the 7th block would be the wall, and on the 6th block there's also this kind of gold frame. Gold frame is 5 blocks tall, and of course it's also 11 blocks wide. Then we have here a lot of diamond blocks in the floor, just centered 2 blocks away from the wall, and yeah, you can pause the video at any point. So with just a birch trapdoor, upside down stair, and a few signs. So on the background we have 2 hoppers facing to the left and 1 hopper facing down. That's where we'll start now with some blue wool. Oh, I also forget to mention that I have beneath the diamond blocks I have droppers with 64 items of diamonds in there in each of those droppers, sorry. So repeater, comparator, 2 pieces of redstone and 1 of those nice redstone torches. Where do I have it? Right here. So then we can already fill in the hopper, which is 16 there, 2 more, 18, and 3 in these slots, and then we do 1, 2, 3, and that should give us 1 diamond in this hopper here. So next up we're gonna place here a dropper. That's our profit chest. We can do now 1, 2, 3, chest, composter, and we should end up with the diamond in here. So we can now place in here a comparator, 2 ticks, 1 tick, 2 pieces of redstone, and 3 pieces of redstone. And here we're gonna place a wool, and that should empty the dropper and put it into the chest. Next we're gonna place in 2 droppers facing into each other. First one we get 6 items, since we want to input 6 items to start the game. Here will be a block on top, here will be a comparator, set to subtraction mode, here will be a hopper, a composter, and in here we just get 3 pieces or 3 stacks of wool. Redstone dust, torch, redstone dust, and another torch. From here on we're just gonna start with 4 tick repeater, 2 pieces of redstone, and now we're just gonna grab a sticky piston and some observers here and here. Should look like this now. And now with a sticky piston we can also place one right here, get a diamond block and also some yellow wool like this. Here we can also place a repeater. And now I want to get to orange wool and gonna place 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's, I think it was 1. Yeah, it should be 5. I'm very sorry for that. Comparators, droppers facing in this direction, hoppers, and also some composters. Then we're gonna set in this configuration. It doesn't yet. Don't use a diamond block there. That's super wasteful. So set the 50-50% dropper hoppers like this. Then we're gonna place some redstone dust on top of them like that. And now we are able to put in the redstone dust right here. Here we're gonna place in the torches. Redstone, 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 torch, 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 and here we're gonna place in sticky pistons with some cauldrons. I will just get some water and some cauldrons like this. Fill all of the cauldrons with 1 bottle of water and place in, continue with the glass like this, and now everything should be fine. So next up we're gonna place in here some comparators like that, then a row of comparators, redstone torch, all of them set to subtraction mode, this one here set to subtraction mode, torch, and I think now I switched over to green wool like this. Another comparator, block, 3 pieces of redstone. So with that done, I think the only thing that's left here is just the outputs, which is here a repeater, a sticky piston facing upwards with a block, should extend freely without any problems, 2-tick repeater, and then just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here a block, there a block, here we're gonna set a block, observer, sticky piston, another observer. If it will be pushed up, they will face each other and power a clock. So that's why we get here full delay, and here repeaters, here another repeater. Here we're gonna get 2 ticks. Comparator, where are my hoppers? There. 2 pieces of hopper, some composter on top. Then we're gonna need here torch, there a torch, 2 pieces of redstone dust. Here we're gonna need 11 items in total, so I just put in 11 items. Then here a comparator. And I'm very sorry, we have to exchange that for a target block. If you don't have target blocks, make sure to get in 1 more repeater, basically at this location, but just 1 block beneath, and then start to build this block. So just put this contraption we built 1 block forward if you don't have access to target blocks. Basically, what you want to do is just power it then differently. So if we put it 1 block in this direction, we can just put in a repeater there to power this wool block. So that's basically how to do it. We have to power it, and you cannot do it like this, as you see. So we have to put in a target here. But first, basically the main thing is to power this dropper here. So the last thing is now to put in the node block. So I just have this one here without any nice sound. The second one is here with a very nice like ding sound, and here we get the last one with a very high pitch. And that should leave us with a working casino machine. So let's just put all away. Let's insert 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 diamonds. As we see, we should get all but 1x moved. Let's try it. We get 1 row, 1 diamond. Perfect. Now I will just force it to play the versions we want. So now I will do 200% droppers basically, and 1 dropper that it will be not fired. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now we should get fixed amount of 2 lamps since, yeah, I just manipulated the randomizers. 2 lamps should get us 4 diamonds, should bring us all the way up to 53. Yes. And now last but not least, I will manipulate the machine to give us 100% odds. So we can test it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should give us now 3 lamps with a total of 18 diamonds. Yeah, 3 lamps, and the diamonds are spitting out, so I will just move back the items. It's very important, otherwise your customers would win each time. So 18, just delete all of them and now get into the diamonds. Yes, it is 18. Perfect. That's how it works. That's how it's built. I think it's very easy to follow. I hope you enjoyed this video. And of course, if you want to suggest some videos, make sure to leave a comment. Yeah, and with that said, thanks for all the comments and for all the suggestions. As always, make sure to watch the next video or be prepared for the next video in 2 weeks. And I will see you then. See you in the next video. Bye bye.